Israel Defense Forces have released video footage of a precision airstrike targeting a Hamas weapons depot in Gaza City. The strike comes as IDF forces continue to expand operations across the Gaza Strip. According to the military, the strike was carried out on Wednesday by the Air Force, guided by Division 98 forces in coordination with the Shin Bet. The targeted facility reportedly stored explosives intended for use against Israeli soldiers. The IDF described the operation as part of Operation Gideon's Chariots B, emphasizing the continued expansion of combat activities within Gaza. In a post on X, the Army said, "Expansion of combat operations within the framework of Operation Gideon's Chariots B, IDF and Shin Bet, under the guidance of Division 98 forces, attacked a weapons storage facility containing explosives intended for use against IDF forces." The IDF said precision munitions, aerial surveillance, and additional intelligence were employed to reduce the risk to civilians. The footage released by the Army shows the strike on the facility. In a separate statement, the IDF said Divisions 162 and 98 are intensifying their activity in Gaza City as part of Operation Gideon's Chariots B, destroying Hamas infrastructure and eliminating militants. IDF forces under the Southern Command, guided by military intelligence and Shin Bet, continue combat operations against terrorist organizations throughout the Gaza Strip. Another post on X read, "At the same time, forces from the Gaza Division continued operations in Khan Yunis and Rafah in the south of the enclave. Over the past 24 hours, IDF troops killed several operatives and demolished dozens of Hamas sites, including observation posts and underground tunnels." The Army stressed that combat operations are being carried out under the guidance of Southern Command, military intelligence, and the Shin Bet as part of efforts to dismantle terrorist networks across Gaza. Also, Israel on Tuesday took full responsibility for the attack in Doha, Qatar, targeting Hamas leadership. In a statement on social media, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office said Israel acted alone in its attack on Doha.
Yesterday, 4 of our soldiers were killed by Hamas terrorists in Gaza, and 6 Israeli civilians were brutally murdered in a bus stop in Jerusalem. This morning, Hamas proudly took credit for both of these actions. At noon today, I convened the heads of Israel's security organizations and authorized a surgical precision strike on the terrorist chiefs of Hamas. These are the same terrorist chiefs who planned, launched, and celebrated the horrific massacres of October 7th, the savage murder of 1,200 people, the beheading of men, the rape and murder of women, the burning of babies, the taking of over 250 hostages, innocent hostages, grandmothers, grandchildren, Holocaust survivors. They perpetrated the worst attack on the Jewish people since the Holocaust. Now, they were meeting in the same place, exactly the same place, where they celebrated this savagery almost 2 years ago. At the beginning of the war, I promised that Israel would reach those who perpetrated this horror. And today, Israel and I have kept that promise. Now, much of the world, including much of the democratic world, or governments at least, have shamefully forgotten October 7th. But I don't forget, and Israel will never forget. Never. There was a time when Jews could be murdered with impunity, but since the founding of the State of Israel, those days are over. On this day, as in previous days, Israel acted wholly independently, and we take full responsibility for this action. And this action can open the door to an end of the war in Gaza. Israel has accepted the proposal put forward by President Trump to end the war, beginning with the immediate release of all our hostages, which have been held in the dungeons of Gaza for 700 days. If President Trump's proposal is accepted, the war can end immediately. We can begin once again to pursue the expansion of peace in our region for the benefit of all. But I want to close by directing my words to the people of Gaza. Don't be derailed by these murderous terrorists, by these killers. They don't care a hoot about you. They live in sumptuous villas. You can't imagine how sumptuous. Away from this battle scene. Their partners in Gaza don't worry about you. They go to the underground tunnels and they keep you above ground so you serve as human shields for them. Don't be derailed by these killers. Stand up for your rights and for your future. Make peace with us. Accept President Trump's proposal. Don't worry. You can do it, and we can promise you a different future. But you've got to take these people out of the way. If you do, there is no limit to our common future. Thank you.